count. Count is used to calculate how many numbers are in the list of an argument. So it's a count of how many numbers are in the list of an argument. So let's check. So we are going to check how many the list of how many numbers are in this list of arguments. What I need just to use is count. So I just go like this, goes to count, then select the range. So and to give me, so that is to say I have just 13. That is to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That is the list that I have. So let me further explain that we have count and we have count. Now, for count, count only works for numbers. That is to say, it only works for numbers. Why COUNTA works for anything that is not blank. You know, I say can't. Let's go back. I said can't count how many numbers are in the list of an argument. Now, also COUNTA counts how many numbers or letters or yes, how many words or how many things that are in the list of an argument. So the difference between them is that why count works only for numbers. COUNTA works for anything that is not blank. Let me give you an example. This is count. So let's use count again. Let's just count again for here. You notice the fact that this will return 0 because it is not functioning properly. Well, now let's use COUNTA. So let's use COUNTA. Then once you press it, then it will give you 13. So it will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 till the last. So same thing as count. Count will count only numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the last. So you know the difference between count and use COUNTA. So if you are only counting numbers, use count. Or if you are counting either number or letters, use COUNTA. Let's talk about count blank. Count blank is used to count the number of blank cells within a range. Count blank is used to count the number of count blanks within a range. So let's create a new column. Let's call this housing, or let's call this states. Let's call this states. Then let's start by saying USA, Nigeria, and let's say Ghana. Let's say Nigeria. Let's say Togo. Let's say Benin. And let's add one more. Let's say Turkey. So now we have USA, Nigeria, blank, Ghana, blank, blank, Nigeria, blank, 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 Togo, Benin, and Turkey. So let's use count blank to count how many blanks we have in this particular data set or this particular column. So what we need to do is just to count blanks. Then what's the range from here to D14, right? Then we close. So it will count for you that okay, we have how many blanks. Now if you check, it says we have 6 blanks. Blank 1, blank 2, blank 3, blank 4, blank 5, blank 6. So count blank is used to count blanks in a range or in a range in a data set, in a data set range. So if you want to count a blank, maybe you have a column, you're being given a data set, and you notice the fact that there are some rows in a column that are having, there are some cells that are having blanks, and you notice the fact that maybe the cell is in column 2 or one of the column, then you don't know how many blanks you have, but you knew you had blank. So what you need to do is just to count the blanks that you have by using count blanks.